presented by Sprint.
It's Wednesday night, and we're almost over the hump. This is the 2K Sports Halftime. Los Angeles in front against Utah. Sitting in second place right now, a little too close to the bubble for their liking. Paul George just having his way against Utah. He's got 16 points and has been on the mark from deep so far. And still hanging in there, the Utah Jazz. Outstanding bench production. They've gotten a very nice lift, and that's made a huge difference for them on the scoreboard. Michael Conley off to a good start. At the break, 7 points, and is up to his usual tricks, dropping a lot of dimes all over the court. And now let's go around the NBA to check out what's happening. Detroit the close one against Chicago. Things are pretty close out there in the third quarter of action. Now let's check out what's going to be coming up later on. The Nets out in Brooklyn will go up against the Warriors. 8 p.m. Eastern, that one gets started. That'll be all for us here at the studios as we head back to the start of the third quarter for Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris. Thanks so much for joining me.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. It's been one outstanding game so far from Paul George.
Wow, the threes have just been dropping for him. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Could not have been a more productive day for him from long range.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Ibaka, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. And there's Batum, and it's Morris in at the 3 spot. So it's the Jazz now, following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep. Conley gets the bucket.
The defense sagged off, and he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Jackson against Conley. George dishes to Batum. Kicks to Ibaka. Backs him down. Fader on the way. And that one's good. Ibaka's got 8 points.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And it's Conley penetrating. Passes it to Mitchell. Feeds to O'Neal. Lets it go from the wing. And he pucks that one in. 12 points for him.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Now, here's Batum. He has 7. Back to Ibaka. Outside, Batum. There's the feed to Morris. Dishes it to George. He kicks to Morris. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Mitchell passes to O'Neal. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Los Angeles leading by 6. Outside, Batum. And that one is stuffed right through. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, phenomenal aerial assault there, guys.
And now a chance, Kevin, to see how the last month has fared for the Clippers. First in free throw percentage. First in lowest turnovers again. And they're in the top 10 in rebound. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And anytime you lead the league in free throw shooting, as you talked about, Clark, you can put a lot of pressure on the defense. And that's why this team has made a concerted effort to attack the rim and get to the line as often as possible.
Los Angeles calls timeout. On defense, Utah. They trail by 6. The shot by George, no good. Jackson against Conley. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Conley's got 12.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
The drive by Jackson. He passes to George. There's the dish to Morris. No good on the 3. The Jazz have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
Los Angeles call.
The Jazz have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Mitchell.
The first free throw is good. And Mitchell drops them both. LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside, Batum. From deep, George. And the shot is good. George has got 19 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Rejected by Ibaka. Clippers leading by 5. Outside Jackson. He dishes it to George. Defended by Mitchell. And George kicks to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. You better keep your hands up if you've been playing with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. Fifth best, Michael Conley.
Yeah, he's been in sync with his teammates over that stretch of time. No question, his passing has just been phenomenal.
Morris off a pick from Ibaka. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Jazz trailed by 5. Conley off the pick from Bogdanovich. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game, because we've got one here tonight.
Batum fires. Rebounded by the Jazz. Well, it's definitely, Steve, within striking distance now.
Yeah, but every possession counts. I mean, they have a chance, but they've really got to make the most of every opportunity.
Bogdanovich. It's good. This game is all even. Bogdanovich has got 5.
Well, he's a spot-up shooter, one of the best. One of those guys who, if you give him an inch, that's all it takes. He will let it fly and frequently knock down that shot.
And Steve, he's earned a nickname that's familiar to anybody that's followed basketball, the microwave. There's no slow build-up with him. All he needs is one shot to go down, and he can set him off, turn him into a real scoring machine. He cooks with gas, not electricity.
So it's Utah now. Nicholas Batum missing from long range. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, nice one-man fast break on that one.
It sure was a stylish finish to cap it off, too.
Jazz have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
But they're rebounding. They've given themselves a lot of second chances, and it's really helped them.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Marcus Morris. Jackson dishes to George. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
And there's the fouls on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
Here's Mitchell. Jackson knocks it loose. 4-on-3 break. Makes the lead pass. Rondo, no good.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Here's Conley. Lays it up and puts it in. Conley's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They had finally fought all the way back to even the score. They're back to square one, whole new ball game.
And with a comeback like that, they've definitely got the upper hand going forward.
Another miss by Rondo. Utah's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Bogdanovich, and the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic. He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
That's a blocking foul, and he'll shoot free throw.
And let's take a quick look now at the numbers for Paul George. 5th in scoring and showing what a good defender he is, and especially his ability to play passing lanes. He ranks among the top 15 in the league in steals per game.
And, you know, going back to his spot near the very top of the scoring list, I mean, he's come up with so many different ways to beat you at the offensive end of the floor. He's almost unguardable.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Patrick Patterson. Jackson kicks to Batum. No good from outside.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
For the lead, that's good. He's got 8.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
But they recover it. Gobert the pass to O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Utah. He had a nice open look right there. Now it's a 5-point Jazz lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for Utah?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And something else they've excelled at is their interior defense. A lot of blocked shots for them tonight.
So it's Utah now. Following the three-pointer by Nicholas Batum. Launches it. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Ibaka. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by the Jazz. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound in this one. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Clarkson. And the shot is good. He's got 13. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Outside, Batum. Ibaka goes in. Here's Mitchell. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
And the Clippers making a change here. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Free throw dropped for Mitchell. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Jazz lead by 7. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter.
Tune in Tuesday, February 2nd. The Los Angeles Clippers go up against the San Antonio Spurs. Don't miss it.
The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. We've got Conley. O'Neal is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And here's a quick look at how the Clippers' schedule is shaping up. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
A lot of fans focused on that matchup for San Antonio.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He's off on the second.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
The Jazz making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. The pass to Batum. He feeds it to Ibaka. Defended by Gobert. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Looking at the game for Ibaka, he has 8 points and also a blocked shot.
First one falls for him. Ibaka hits both of them. Utah leading by 5. Outside Conley. Here's Bogdanovich. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. Jackson against Conley. The open shot from Jackson. Good. Nothing but net. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Conley kicks to Gobert. Pass to Bogdanovic. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Batum with the ball. Now defended by Ingles. George, that's a two-pointer. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there. Conley with it. To the inside. The shot's good from Gobert. And the Jazz lead by 6.
It's been the story of the game for him. Fortunately, his teammates have bailed him out.
Outside, Batum. Pass to George. Kicks it to Jackson. Lock at 6. And again, here's the Clippers from deep.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He laid out the X's and O's and told them, we're still alive, guys. We've just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin, we'll see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
And the first one at the line is good. Jackson hits both of them. Utah leading. Right side, Conley.
Blocking foul. Hold on. Zubac. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. With his first shot attempt, the shot's good from Ingles. Clippers trail by 3. Passes it to Morris. Zubac, the stupendous finish in traffic.
Tough play. He had to fight his way all the way to the rim.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Here's Clausen. And the 3 off target. Clippers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. George fires. Drains the 19-footer. George has got 11 in the second half.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure. I mean, things have really ramped up here.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
Free throw good from Gobert. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Jackson dishes to George. It's George on the wing. And another 3 for the Clippers.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Ingles passes to Conley. Here's Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 9 assists now tonight.
The defenders have to be aware. They cannot allow him that position before he catches the ball.
You're exactly right, Steve. That is his domain.
Feeds it to Morris. On the wing, Batum. The offensive rebound. Zubac. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Here's Bogdanovic. Can't get it to go. Great defense that time from Morris. LA's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. The jump hook. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Boy, terrific rebound and slam on the putback. He never gives up, always persistently pursuing the pumpkin.
And that's an essential quality for an offensive rebound. An outstanding offensive rebounder, but he is.
Yeah, he's got to go after it, and he does.
Yeah, he qualifies as one of the best in the league.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Jazz ball.
And the Jazz making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Utah's gone 1-2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Conley into the lane. He passes to Gobert. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Boy, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
And here is Los Angeles now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And as they grab one there, I was going to make the point that they just haven't done enough in terms of rebounding the ball.
I agree. Clausen, defended by Morris. Takes the 13-footer. Batum grabs the miss.
Well, you have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
And it's blocked by Conley. Here's Bogdanovich. Backs in. O'Neal. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two. And the Jazz lead by one. Clippers have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Jackson kicks to George. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Gobert. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Bogdanovich passes to O'Neal. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now a 4-point Jazz lead.
Yeah, that's his first 3 of the half. There may be more in store.
And George, here we go. Here's Bogdanovich. Clausen, defended by Morris. George against O'Neal. Conley. From outside, off the mark. Got a piece of it. Now George. And there's the feed to Jackson. Back to George. Right side George. 2 on the clock. Nails it from the high post. George has got 9 points in the quarter. A big bucket there to quiet this crowd, Clark.
You know, that's exactly what you got to do. Take them out of the equation. Make those fans be quiet.
Yep, and that's exactly what he did. Now it looks like he's starting to get things going here after that scoreless first half.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hawkins checked in. There's 53 seconds. Oh! Look out!
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
Conley against Jackson. Here's Gobert. Yes!
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show.
LA's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Morris. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jackson against Conley. The pass to Gobert. Here's Bogdanovich. Here's O'Neal. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see him pound it inside and try to get to the rim. Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Two shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And so Utah by with the win.